Thank you, Dave.
I didn't hear from Bill.
Good evening. It is Wednesday, May 25th, 6 p.m., and I am calling the meeting of the Prince George's County Cable Commission to order. Welcome to everyone here. I'm Tom McLeod, the Commission Chair, and I'd ask my colleagues to introduce themselves, please.
Doris McMillan.
Mike Thompson.
Samson Afolabi.
Thank you. And staff, would you introduce yourself?
Sure, Lakeisha Pingshaw.
Gina Okolo.
Thank you. We'll move right into the agenda. The first order of business is the approval of the minutes from the April 27th meeting. I'll entertain a motion to accept the minutes.
I move that we accept the minutes of April 27th.
Second. Thank you. Moving to second. Any objections? No objections, no discussion. Next agenda item are the action items. Excuse me. And the first therewith is the monthly reports.
Okay, there are no action items today. For the monthly report for the month of April 2016, we have, for Verizon, we have 6 open calls, and we have 5 closed calls and 1 outstanding. For Comcast, we have 6 open calls, 6 closed calls, and there are no outstanding. So far we have no outstanding calls for both Verizon and Comcast.
Thank you.
That takes care of my report.
Any questions, comments on the monthly reports? Hearing none. Community Television of Prince George's County report.
The report was submitted and accepted. So
That's submitted. Any comments on that report? Hearing none. The next agenda item is to move into public comment.
for the public comment, we have Ms. Brown sitting right here. Ms. Brown, you can go ahead.
Okay, I'm here because I got cable from Comcast in October the 23rd of last year. And since I've had Comcast, they have disconnected my service so many times. And each time they disconnect me, I have to pay more money out. Money that I know I don't owe them, but they say that I owe them. And they rewired my house wrong when they installed my cable. And cable people kept coming out, technicians kept coming out. And the last ones came out, they were there all day because they had to do a complete rewiring because they wired my house wrong to set up the cable. And every time you turn on one TV and change the channel, all the TVs would change. And so the guy told me, he said, Miss Brown, your house was wired all wrong. So the girl went back and she gave me credits from the time for the installation and all, and the pending bill. She took that, she said, you don't have to worry about the pending bill. And she gave me a lot of things, credit for quite a few things. I have them written down that she gave me the credit for. Just have to find them because I have so many notes in here.
What would you say that the credits added up to?
It added up to like, it was close to 200, if not $200 that the credit was. And Comcast came back and said that I owed them $100. Well, that was before then. They came back after that and said I owed them $200. I paid them the $200. Then they came back, said I owed them, first off, I paid them $150. Then they came back and said I owed them $200. I paid them $200.
Are they showing you justification for why you're having?
Oh no, they keep telling me over the phone that I owe the money.
But have you asked to see an accounting?
I've asked to speak with the supervisor, and the supervisor has never, as of yet, ever called me back.
Okay.
And then they turn around and they cut my cable off again. Said, oh, you have to pay $181 to get your cable turned back on. So I paid them that. Just the other day, I paid them, they cut my cable off again. Came back and said, oh, you have to pay $254 to get your cable turned back on. I said, why do I have to keep paying you all this money? I said, I don't do anything with your cable. I don't order movies. I don't do anything. Well, that's what you have to pay to get your cable turned back on. My cable is connected to my life alert, to my alarm system, and everything. And I cannot afford to have them keep playing with my cable. So I keep trying to pay them this money, and it's putting me in a bind because I am a kidney patient and I am not working. And so when I paid them the $254, they went in my account and took out $265 because I just got off the bank off the phone with the bank on not yesterday. Yes, it was yesterday. And they told me that they took out $265. They only was supposed to take out $254. Then they telling me they cut the cable back off. I paid them that on the 16th to 18th. They cut my cable back off again. So I called them. I said, what is my cable doing off? Oh, you got to pay us $191 to get the cable turned back on. You owe $400 and some odd dollars total. I said, what? And they said, that's what the total bill is. And in order to get it back on, you have to pay us $191. So I got a hold to a girl, and she said, well, I'm going to go on and turn it on, and I'm going to have a supervisor to call you. Pending the supervisor will only give you 7 days for the supervisor to get in touch with you to try to resolve it. Today, no supervisor still has called me. So the cable is up. They're supposed to be turning my cable back off. Oh, by the weekend. I can't keep paying them that kind of money. I don't work. I'm on a fixed income. So this is money that I don't have to pay them. I've almost paid them $1,000. For what? Since October the 23rd, I got the cable.
Each time your cable's been disconnected?
Yes. Every time I pay a bill, a couple of days later, they turn my cable back off.
And how do you pay your bills?
I pay it out of my bank account.
Is it an automatic deduction?
Yes, they take it out with my card. But I will never give them my card again because after they went in my account and took $265, that messed my account up because I had other things coming in.
Have you asked them specifically for an accounting of your bill?
I've asked them and they keep trying to tell me that I owe that, and they keep trying to go over the bill over the phone. But I have never seen a breakdown of how they are computing all of this money. And just from October the 23rd of last year, there's no way that I owe Comcast that kind of money. It would be different if I've had the cable like for a year or so. I haven't even had that cable a year.
Are you able to put in writing a request for an accounting of your bill?
Yes, I'm able to write that.
You might want to do that as one suggestion, is to put it in writing, make a written request for an accounting of your cable bill. And I don't want to tell you exactly, how to go about it.
Because when I got the cable, I received the bundle, and the bundle was supposed to only cost me $89.99. That was the bundle. I have yet, as of this day, ever received a bill for $89.99. Never one time. Not one bill. They told me I had to pay a $50 fee when I first started off. I paid that $50. They came back and said I didn't pay it. I checked with the bank. The bank said, well, it came out your account. I said, the bank said it came out. Well, we don't show a record of that. So I had to end up paying them $150. And it's just been an ongoing thing ever since. Ever since.
And you all have been in touch. You've been in touch with the office as well.
Oh, I've been on the phone with the office.
I mean the cable office here,
Yeah.
Commission office.
Yeah, I spoke
Yes,
to her.
I called them.
Okay. And your bank statements do show each time you've made a payment, or
Each time I made a payment, it's on my bank statement.
Okay. I really would suggest that you ask for an accounting of your charges in writing, and so that you can compare that to your actual bank statements, and perhaps then you can have a conversation with them and maybe a face-to-face, ideally, meeting, so that you can compare the payments they've deducted from your account to what your bill is supposed to be.
Isn't that something that you can do?
Yeah,
on behalf-
that's something that we
something
already
commission
took,
staff can
already-
So that's in process?
Yeah.
Okay.
But she's gonna provide me with more information.
Okay.
Because she had just called,
All right.
about this today. So she's gonna provide more information to help me, put the complaints together.
Okay.
Right.
Anyone else have any?
Yeah, I think the
other
best thing
questions?
is to list all those transactions and then compare it to the payments taken out from the bank statements, and then attach the whole thing together. If you can meet with them on one-to-one or probably face-to-face, and then show them how the payments have gone out of your accounts, that will make sense a little bit.
Yeah, because how do I still owe them $400 and some odd dollars?
Well, they will have to explain that to you, what all those transactions are for. They should be able to say that, and if you cannot, trace that to any specific transactions to your cable, then it's something they can follow up from the cable office.
Well, I will get with you guys, and we can do that, because I can't afford to pay them, and I cannot have my cable cut off again. Because like I said, my life alert and my alarm system and everything is connected to that. And I have to have that.
Are you required to, excuse me, are you required to have an automatic deduction made from your account, your checking account, to pay the bill? Or
No, I call whenever I pay my bills, I pay it out of my account. But every time they cut my cable off, I give them the card number and they run it and they take the payment.
Well, that's something else you might want to take a look at until this gets straightened out. Did you have a question?
Yeah, have you considered changing your service?
Have I what?
Have you considered changing?
Oh no. I had Verizon and I paid Verizon over $3,000 and I left them. And last year, I paid Verizon almost $3,000 because they kept coming up with, oh, you got $300 bill. What? I don't use movies. I don't do anything. How is my bill running so high?
Okay.
Oh, well, your bill changed. And I told them all the money I had paid Verizon, and I said, forget Verizon, I'm leaving. So I called, I thought I was getting Time Warner when I ended up with Comcast. And I really didn't ever want to go to Comcast because I knew Comcast had a bad record. But when I got the number, it was supposed to have been for Time Warner. And when I called, I said, is this Time Warner? They said, yes, this is Time Warner. And then when the guy came, he said, oh yeah, we're Time Warner, but we're Comcast Premier. We merged with Time Warner, so we're now Comcast Premier. And I come to find out, that's not so. The marriage didn't go through. So that's just strictly Comcast.
Okay. Other questions?
Yeah, do you receive your monthly bills?
Yeah, I got a bill I have received, well, since this time, I got 2 bills back to back this month. Just the other day, I got 2 bills came in. One came in like 3 days, then another one came in. Because I told them, I said, when my bills come in, I said, they're so sporadic. I said, y'all are not even sending me out my bills. So then I got 2 bills, and that was just since I talked to them the other day. I got 2 bills.
Okay, Mrs. Brown, well, you'll continue to work with staff and we'll try to see if we can help you in resolving this as quickly as possible. Thank you for bringing it to our attention.
One other thing you said was that you gave them a standing order to be deducting the money from your accounts?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I gave them the card number,
Okay.
and they deducted it, and the bank substantiate that it was paid.
Okay, now that you don't want them to be doing that, did you stop that order? Did you call
They
them?
turned them back on, but what the girl told me she was gonna turn it back on due to my life alert and my alarm system. Because if something would have happened, I would have had no way to get my help for myself. So, so she turned around, so she said, I'm gonna turn it back on. But for 7 days, this is a pending, 7 days. And the supervisor will have to call you between this time. I've been waiting, and we're getting ready to go to the end of the week. No supervisor has called me as of yet.
Well, Mrs. Brown,
And that's the
today
way
is
it
your,
always has been.
today is your lucky day, because sitting right behind you is Mrs. Brown, who is Comcast representative, and you two can talk. It's liaison.
Mrs. Brown, Mrs. Brown.
In back.
So all in
I know,
favor?
I saw that.
From one round to
Brown,
another.
yeah, thank you again for bringing it to our attention, and we will follow up with you. Any other questions, comments? Other public?
Yes, I have Miss Cynthia Hawkins here. Right.
Well, I had an issue. It was very quickly resolved. It's the fastest I've been trying to get it resolved for 2 years, but I did call the office, spoke to their executive customer service. I called me by Friday, and I came home today, and the situation's been resolved, and the Comcast technician was still in our community looking at other lines. We had lines that were buried, they were not buried, they were all above ground, causing a tripping hazard because they were in common areas, particularly in my neighborhood. The water meter man had complained that he tripped because all the lines were exposed. I couldn't do anything in the yard like dig, plant grass, because I never knew when they would resolve it. But it's been resolved as of today, so thank you very much. It was as quick as it could have ever been.
Thank you.
I appreciate
I'm
it.
glad.
Well, thank you. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Cynthia Hawkins.
Hawkins?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I hope mine gets resolved, because I couldn't go. I can't deal with it.
Miss Brown, you're gonna be taken care of.
Yeah.
Again, Ms. Hawkins, thank you for bringing it to our attention and for coming back to commend the staff for oftentimes they don't get the kind of support and appreciation that they deserve when they're working with residents. So we appreciate that.
Thank you.
Okay.
And you know, the same thing happened to me with the lines. And one of the Comcast guys came out to do, to work on the, oh God, what was it? You know, the box. He came out to work on the box inside the house, the Wi-Fi box.
Okay.
And he said, Miss Brown, do you know that cable? I said, yes, I know that cable line is out there. I said, and people been complaining about it. So he said, I'm going to get something done about that. And he went and they called me 10 days ago and they fixed that wire because it was laying across the street.
Well,
And
if
they
we
do
can
that often. And I'm glad they got it fixed out of my neighborhood because I have small children in our neighborhood.
Well,
And they be riding their bicycles. It's getting warm and they ride their bicycles and things.
okay. Well, thank you for sharing that with us as well. Other,
There are no more.
okay.
Public.
Well, thank you. Any further questions from commissioners? No? Okay, the next item on the agenda is report from the Comcast representative. Ms. Brown?
I actually only have one thing to report this evening, and I believe we sent correspondence to the cable office. But we will be opening up an Xfinity store at Campus Way South here later in the month of June. So we're actually going to be closing down the office that is currently located at Largo Drive West, but opening up again what we call our Xfinity stores. So this will be the first one in the county, but we already have another one planned. We already have another one planned that is supposed to be going where the Whole Foods is, located in Riverdale, Dale Park. So we're excited about about doing that, and we'll be sending out more information when we do like a grand opening. So.
Thank you. We're excited about that too. Verizon representative report. No, she's not here this evening.
She did not
But
receive any report. I believe they're still on strike or something. So,
okay. Moving along, the next item on the agenda are comments from commissioners.
Glad to know we have a capable staff who's taking care of those things that need taken care of. Thank you very much.
Anyone else? You weren't trying to get my attention, were you? No. Okay. Okay. No further comments from the commissioners. Then we will set a date for our next excuse me, commission meeting, which is I think we've got June 22nd as the date for the next commission meeting, and hopefully everyone will be able to make that. Just as an aside, we talked briefly prior to the meeting started, but isn't it nice to have the sun shining after all this time? It means more grass cutting, but I don't mind that at all. If there is no further business, hearing none, then I'll accept the motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Second, moved and second. Any comments, comments or discussion? Hearing none, we are adjourned. Thank you again, staff, for
I have one question. I had to take a taxi over here